Hello friends, welcome to Weathercast. I know by now most of you would know that Arabian Sea is ready to host a cyclone, and if when the cyclone forms, it will be named Tauktae. Um, I think that's the right pronunciation because K is silent, so it is Tauktae, given by Myanmar. So in this video, I am going to uh, break down some of the dynamics and mostly talk about the genesis point, the likely genesis point, and the likely trajectory, and the likely impact over the west coast of India. So of course, all the eyes are on the Arabian Sea because the low pressure will likely form by midnight today, which is May 13th, and slowly and steadily it will intensify into a cyclone. And the intensity of the cyclone is also tricky. I will also talk about that, what kind of intensity it will pack. Okay, so that is some things which I will cover in this short video. Of course, so this is the satellite image as of today morning, May 13th. So you can see that there is a lot of disorganized cloud bands, but slowly and steadily there is going to be organization, and this region, this portion here, that is the likelihood center point of the low pressure. So these cloud bands are going to circle around in a anti-clockwise motion, and slowly you will see that this particular region will start getting more pronounced, and that is where the low pressure will likely form around Lakshadweep is what I expect. Okay, because I can clearly see that this is the region of circulation. So this is the center of circulation. So the vorticity is being deposited in this region, and around this point is where most of the circulation is happening. Okay, so that is the likelihood genesis point for the low pressure. And once that low pressure forms, then of course, since the conditions are very favorable, the sea surface temperature is high, the wave action is there because moisture is coming in from the cross equatorial flow, as well as the Kelvin wave system which is present in the atmosphere. So all of that put together is going to make this system more intense. So it is going to intensify into a cyclone on 15th or 16th of May. Okay, so it will attain a category 1, or a cyclonic storm as we call in IMD terms. It will become a cyclonic storm very close to the Kerala coast, kind of staggering along that coast. So it will be parallel to the coast. Now talking about the track, so it will start as a cyclonic storm, which is the first step, and because of the warm waters present in the Arabian Sea, it will actually intensify as it picks up latitude, as it moves upwards. Okay, any system that forms near the equator will always move up because of the gradients, right? So there is the equator will always push it away from here to north, that we know. Now coming to the trajectory, so there is an upper level ridge, mid-level upper level ridge near the Arabian Gulf region, and there is also a ridge near the central India. So under the influence of these two ridges, it is likely that, so I don't think there is any chance that this cyclone will move towards Oman, because there is a ridge blocking that. So this particular cyclone Tauktae is going to be governed by the ridge which is present here. This is the steering ridge. So this is going to govern the path. So I think what is going to happen is it will kind of move north. Okay, and under the action of this particular ridge, which is near central India, it will move up, and the likelihood point of landfall around May 19th or May 20th would be close to Gujarat. So this probably will behave very similar to Cyclone Vayu, is what I feel. So by Cyclone Vayu, although it didn't make landfall, but it kept circulating, and then came very close to Porbandar, and then made a U-turn, and then came to. But by the time it made a U-turn, it weakened a lot. Okay, so it may happen that this cyclone Tauktae will also either will hit Gujarat, or it may intrude with dry air, which is here, and may weaken and then go towards Pakistan, Karachi, and then into the Sindh regions. Okay, as a weak storm. But nevertheless, I think this particular area is ruled out for any landfall. So right now, I feel like this is the region where the landfall is mostly going to happen: Sindh and Gujarat. Okay, It will also not make landfall over Mumbai or any of the North Konkan region. Very difficult because the ridge is not going to allow that. Okay. But what is going to happen is this is going to come very, very close to the west coast of India. Cyclone Tauktae is going to come. It is going to brush the west coast of India, thereby dumping huge rain of the order of 200 to 250 mm for Kerala, and also for the South Konkan region, Mangalore, Goa. And as per the models, what is going to, since the ridge is there, what the models are saying is that it will come very close and then slightly diverge. So near the Mumbai latitude, this particular cyclone is likely going to be around 200 kilometers from the coast. That's what I feel, which is very, very similar to Cyclone Vayu. So Cyclone Vayu over a period of 2 to 3 days in 2019 June gave around 170 mm of rain. So that similar kind of rainfall figures are possible for North Konkan. 150 mm in a period of 2 to 3 days is very likely. Of course, a lot of wind gust, 50 kilometers per hour to 70 kilometers per hour winds are very likely along the coastal regions. Interior also will face the brunt because it's coming very close. So interior of Ghat sections and Madhya Maharashtra will also face some heavy rains, especially South Madhya Maharashtra will face some heavy rains because the cyclone is going to become very close, and then if it moves slightly away, impact on Pune and Nashik will not be as much, but rainfall activity will be there, moderate rainfall activity as well as wind gust. So that is exactly what whatever I summarized is what is here in the IMD charts. So the low pressure formation is very close to Kerala near Lakshadweep, and as it moves along, it is going to it's going to go very, very close to the coast, and just like Vayu did. Okay, but the landfall is likely possibly near Gujarat or the Sindh region is what I feel, or it may not even make a landfall and it may just kind of die out due to dry air intrusion. Anything is possible, but landfall possibility is more likely near Gujarat. So Gujarat should be on alert. Mumbai will get heavy rains, like I said. Okay, so impact is over Maharashtra. The system may behave like Vayu. So coastal and South Madhya Maharashtra, moderate to heavy rains between Sunday onwards. But Mumbai, northern regions will get rainfall in slightly later, some from 17th onwards. Ghat sections will also get rains. Wind gust will be strong. Now, lastly, before ending, talking about the intensity, it's very tricky because the wave action is there. So if the wave action continues, then this particular system, as it climbs latitude, has a chance of becoming an extremely severe cyclonic storm. That means 90 to 100 mph winds are possible. Knots. Okay, so that means close to 140 kmph. The only good thing is it will be it will be away in the ocean during that time, and hopefully before it hits, it may weaken down to a severe cyclonic storm or a very severe cyclonic storm. Hopefully to a severe cyclonic storm. If it doesn't, then it is going to be very disastrous. So everybody's keeping a tab. So let it form, and then the intent. But there's a high chance that at one point it will become an extremely severe cyclonic storm when it is in the ocean. So we need to be on the watch. West Coast should be on watch. I think already Gujarat is alerted. No direct impact over Mumbai or Maharashtra as such, but heavy rains are not good. These are highly unseasonal rains. In May, 100 mm of rain, 120 mm of rain is unheard of for North Konkan. So, of course, this particular system that's why it is a very, very, very unique system, very rare system again. All right, so that's why it is garnering a lot of attention. Okay, so with that I will end, and I will hopefully come up with more updates, but this is the overall, in nutshell, I have given an update, so this is what is expected. All right, and please follow IMD for all the alerts and updates. Thank you, and stay safe, and have a good day. Bye.